Hello, I'm Dale Petrock, and this video is intended to kind of serve as sort of a wrap up on an overview of the TAC-22 performance that I have been kind of working on for the last several months. The last couple of weeks in particular, I have focused heavily on its function in rifles at 100 yards, but I've looked previously at pistols at 50 feet and at 25 yards and at 50 yards. I have looked at it across rifles in my Mossberg from the mid 40s to my CC MTR 457. So I have some sense of how it functions. And so today I wrapped up looking at it in terms of 100 yards and what kind of summary I might give for the general user of TAC-22. At 100 yards, I shot largely the A33 targets that have a bullseye of about 1 inch, and the 9 ring is about 2¼ inches in diameter. And so that was my sighter. I just kind of got things in, and the video for these will be afterwards if you want to kind of watch. What you'll see is that the majority of the targets at 100 yards pretty easily put everything within, about 90% of them are within that 9 ring or less. And so what you can kind of expect for I think performance out of the most kind of TAC-22 lots is that it's going to be right around that 0.22 extreme, that 90% of the rounds are going to fall within. Certainly, on an average with my MTR, for example, the TAC-22 averages about 1.1 MO, 1.1 inch per group at 100 yards, but it's just as likely to be half above that and half below that. So about half are going to be under an inch and about half would be over. Here you see another group, all within that 9 ring. What happens is that you get a great deal of consistency going, and then you get a couple of odd ones like you see here. Everything within the 9 ring, and then just bizarrely they zip out. Now, I will grant you that the day that this was shot on, and you'll see it in the video, there's wind. Here's a 4-inch target. 2 inches is the 8 ring, which is this size. Same here. Now this was with a BMR at 50 yards, just taking a look, and you'll see again the ranges from 0.36, 6.4, 5.6, 5.3s. Over here, same kind of thing. What you'll find is that with the BMR, it averages somewhere right around 0.69 overall for group size at 50 yards, and with the CZ MTR, it averages right around 0.53, 0.55 for group size, so at 50 yards. And I think that's fairly representative of kind of performance you'll be able to expect from it, given its function. About 90% of them will be at 100 yards, again within that 2¼ inch circle, probably 80% within that 2-inch circle in function. And so for a practice ammo, I think that does a really nice job. I think it will perform well for most of us for most of what we have to do. 3 inches circle or a 2-inch circle at 100 yards with a 22 rimfire is pushing it in terms of function in many ways anyway, and I think it does a pretty good job, but it has its limitations, and that should give you some idea of what expectations might be for you to kind of compare your performance against. Thanks.